against the Panthers, but he was only 6 for 12 for 19 yards in the second half. A week after Bruce Arians publicly criticized Brady's play against the Saints, he's now standing up for his quarterback, saying that drop passes likely cost Brady a 400-yard, 4-touchdown game against Carolina. So, Shannon, you did give Brady a C- yesterday. Does this change your thinking?
No. Bruce, don't do that. Skip, he's trying to make up for calling out Tom Brady last week. And what happened is that Bruce B.A. will call out his players, but people have never rushed to the defense of those players like they rushed for Tom Brady. You saw Brett Favre. You saw a lot of other in the media said, B.A., you can't do that to this guy. If you want to coach him or correct him, you do that in private. And so what he did is that he tried to overcorrect. Talking about, Skip, drops are a part of the game. Aaron Rodgers has 6 drops. Matthew Stafford leads the NFL with 8 drops. Ben Roethlisberger has 7. Carson Wentz has 7. Nobody has mentioned anything about their receivers dropping the ball. Now B.A. comes out. Skip, let me tell you what this is about. In the first 2 games, Tom Brady has not played that well. That's okay. It's year 21, and you're trying to make up for it. So Aaron Rodgers is averaging 300 yards a game. Minus those 6 drops, he would be averaging 400 yards a game. Matthew Stafford, they're 0-2. If he didn't have those 8 drops, they'd probably be 2. You see, we can keep going there. Skip, drops are a part of the game. So is interceptions, so are sacks. So is this what we do? So you know what? You know what, John Elway, man, you messed me up. Because, man, I could have like 1,000 catches right now. We don't do that, Skip. Just say, hey, we need to play better. And leave it at that. But don't try to overcompensate because you called out Tom Brady the week before and you caught so much criticism. Now you're trying to overcorrect it and call out your receivers. Nah, bruh. That's not finna happen with me.
I will give you this. It's something of a makeup call from a coach who went completely out of bounds after week 1. Their toughest test of the year at New Orleans against their arch division rival, the best secondary he's going to see. No preseason, almost nothing. You throw him into that fire. I thought everybody was a little too hard on Brady for that one, but there is much truth in what Bruce Arians is saying about what happened Sunday. And I tried to tell you yesterday on the show that there were, I didn't have 7 drops, but I had 4 like cold drops where you it just hit you in the hands and you dropped it. So could he have had another 100 yards passing? There's also a 23-yard pass interference call on Scotty Miller. That could have been 23 more yards. Could he have had 350 somewhere in there? Sure, he could have. He threw it well enough to have 350 yards passing. And if they had hung on to the ball, there's no way you're going to give him a C-. There's no way.
But Skip, we can do that with everybody. So Peyton Manning probably would have another 5,000 yards and Drew Brees. Drops are part of the game. So now we're going to take the drops out of it? So what about the interceptions? What about the days that I had a good day and the quarterback threw an interception? Well, if he had thrown me the ball, I could have. We can't do that.
Okay, but how many teams dropped 4 in the second half Sunday? I don't know many.
Well, Matthew Stafford's only played 2 games, and he got 8 drops. So they dropped something. Roethlisberger's only played 2 games, and they got 7 drops. Wentz got 7 drops. Rodgers got 6 drops.
Okay, but I showed you the tape of the drops. Do we still have that? I think we still do. I just showed you 3 drops that came on Sunday. I just showed you 3 of them. Okay, this is to Cyril Grayson, and it hits him in the head.
Skip, Skip, why not just throw it and put it on him?
Bruce Arians said the wind got it a little bit.
So how is that Grayson's fault? He ain't a meteorologist.
Justin Watson has.
Skip, that's a great defensive play.
Okay, but that's for a first down. You have to catch that.
Skip, that's a great defense.
If you're that dude, you got to catch that ball. Okay, and then you can't tell me that.
That's a drop. Okay, that's a drop.
That's LaShawn.
Okay, that's a drop.
That's for a touchdown. You can't throw it any better.
No, you can't.
And by the way, he was actually moving outside the pocket and threw it on the run.
Skip.
Cyril Grayson, it hits him in the head.
Skip, your team
By the way,
lost.
Cyril Grayson never played college football.
Right.
He was a sprinter at
Your
LSU.
team lost the Super Bowl because a tight end dropped the ball in the end zone. So you know how this thing works.
Okay, but I was obviously covering the game, and I don't remember another drop in the whole game. He threw him a lollipop because he was so open. He was facing Roger Staubach, Jackie Smith, and he's a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And it's just like, here, I'll just do this.
He was going back. He was falling back.
And it's just going to hit. It's like it's right in your hands, and it's too easy, and he dropped it.
Yeah.
That's more of a mental drop than a physical.
But you're not going to blame that on Cyril Grayson.
He's Cyril.
Cyril. You're not going.
Serial dropper.
You're not going to blame that on him, right? Hold on. You said it. Okay. You said it was a drop, and then you said the wind caught it.
That's what Bruce Arians said. The wind played with it a little bit.
Bruce doing too much talking.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to skip. Because I've never seen a coach that try to explain everything. You know what happened here? Well, this is what happened, bruh.
Okay, but I do like the mentality. He said drops are never expected and never accepted. He said you're a professional football player. You are paid to catch football.
So what is it? So a quarterback should never have an incompletion. He should never have to throw the ball away. He should never have an interception.
Okay, but it's much easier to catch a football than to throw an interception.
Why? You know where you want. Hold on. First of all, I got a dude hanging all over me. You're throwing it on the sideline. I got to jump up in there. How many times you got to jump up in there and throw a pass?
But we're not talking about jumping up in the air. We're talking about balls that hit you in the hands that are dropped.
Hold on, Skip. We both got jobs to do. That's why you make the big bucks, right?
How many did you drop?
I dropped my fair share, Skip. I didn't catch it.
You didn't, or you wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Skip,
If you were a ball dropper, you wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
I did drop some passes. I caught more than I dropped.
I'd say.
Yes, but okay, but this notion, Skip, what made me the player I became, I dropped a touchdown in the south end zone that would have given us home field throughout the playoffs.
Got it.
But I came back and I had to make up for it. In '97, I caught, the play that gave us a first down, and in Baltimore.
Okay.
You make up for it, Skip, but it happens.
Okay, but Bruce said we don't throw a lot of balls to the tight ends. We throw them to the wide receivers.
Right.
So he's even eliminating your position, saying you're not expected to catch as many balls as wide receivers are expected.
Therein lies the problem, because he's already dictating where the ball's going to go. And you see, I'm throwing it to the open. Tom likes to throw it to the open guy.
He does.
Skip, he's made his living throwing to the tight end and the short stuff on the inside.
Well, once upon a time, he
That's what I'm saying.
Gronkowski, yeah.
Right. With Hernandez, but Skip, he throw it to the tight. Look at Wes Welker. He made Wes Welker and Julian Edelman famous. They wasn't catching no go balls. They was working all in the slot.
Well, Wes should have caught one go ball in the Super Bowl. We might be having a different conversation.
You said it. Tom threw it behind him.
It was a little high outside, but was it catchable?
No.
I will not call it a drop, but was it to be caught by a wide receiver?
Tom Brady had no pressure. He had nobody in his face, nobody around his feet. Deliver the ball. You're paid to make throws.
Tom Brady looked really good to me on Sunday, which is why I gave him an objective B. Thank you.